Hello, welcome to Fallawsophy. I'm your host, Jennifer Fallaw, and today I just did about 15 minutes of a show and we were not live. So I had to fix that, and now we are. So, everyone tell me if you can see me. Can I get a 10 for that I am live and you can see me? I apologize for that. I hit go live, I did everything like I normally do, and I'm talking. And I look up and I see the comments and I'm like, what the heck? We're not live. So I had to go and fix all that, and now we are here. All right, let's start over. 10-4. Awesome. We're live. Okay, let's hold your questions until I tell you. We're going to do some readings today. I just have some quick things I'm going to go through. I don't have a lot to teach or anything like that. I've been real busy. Okay, first things first. Let's do this again. Okay. So, I had an idea. Most of you guys follow me. You know me pretty well. Just a normal person. Well, kind of. So when I went on vacation this year, I cashed in the silver so that I didn't hit the house budget, right? So I was thinking, and I was talking to somebody, and they suggested that I buy silver, or basically demanded that I buy silver. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, well, trying to pay things off, trying to fix up the house, buy a furnace, air conditioner, all that stuff. So I was thinking, you know what? I will do that, but let's do a special promotion. Because I know a lot of you might not have cash on hand, but I know you guys have silver. And a lot of people have asked me if I would accept that as payment before, and I really didn't want to get into that. And a lot of you have asked me to do weekend readings because I do them during the week and take the weekends off so I can do domestic things and, have a little time off. So I was thinking, let's do a special secret promotion for Telegram and for my viewers called Saturdays for Silver. So I will. That's how this is going to work, okay? So you gift me a gift. You give me a gift of 2 silver coins, 2 ounces of silver. And I will gift you an hour reading on a Saturday. Nice exchange there. Exchange of gifts. That's how we're doing this one. So I was thinking, so what you're going to want to do is if you want to participate in this, I don't know how long I'm going to do it. We'll see how it works out. You can email me and say, I'd like to do Saturdays for silver. Okay. Now, if you've got a situation where you need a bunch of healings, you want weight loss healings, you want something else, you want to make a special deal with me, most of the time I'll just do it for you if you're ill. But if you'd like to gift me some silver, I will gift you and bestow upon you many blessings in the form of healings. So let's do that. So anyway, if you'd like to make a special deal and participate in Saturdays for Silver, you can email me, and that is where I'll give you the mailing information. Now, some people, I know it, all of you mother hens out there, you're going to message me and say, oh my God, don't give anybody your address or anything to send anything. Listen, I live in Idaho, and I'm kind of a badass, all right? I don't mess around. My kids live here. If you're going to come to my house and try to break in, first of all, I'm going to shoot you. And I'm a really good shot. I may just pick off all kinds of places just to make it hurt really bad, and then I'll let the shepherd chew on you until the police come. I don't care. You're going to have the worst day of your life. I might even let you live. All right? So, not worried about it. at all. All right. So Saturdays for silver. Let's do that. Let's see how it works out. If you want to send me one coin, now don't screw me. Make sure it's a good coin. It's the 99% or whatever. Okay, 1 ounce of silver. Now, if silver's price goes way up, then I will give you, like if you send me, if it goes up to like $250 or something and you send me one coin, then I'll give you an hour. Okay, I'll be fair. I will gift that to you for your gift of silver to me. Okay. All right, let's do the Jentel. All right. Quickly, I just want to go over this. We've already started to get some Jentel confirmations coming in. Oh, rush to buy silvers in the Jentel. I didn't even get that. Possibly a personal thing. But I do think that is going on. All right. This is Jentel for yesterday. 12626, interdimensional meditation, 6th level of heaven. I met in the library with Jesus and the entire team. And the dress was white. And white symbolizes what? Purity, new beginnings, fresh, clean slate. Okay. I don't think silver dollar really counts. I'm talking about the silver that you would buy, okay? All right, don't just give me a silver dollar because they're not all, unless it's like solid or whatever. Let's play fair. Let's gift fair here. Okay. RV News. I asked, why didn't we see a raid from Iraq on Sunday? Everybody thought it would happen. I mean, like, seriously. More than before. Jesus said the release of the rate was suppressed another day to a week to align the world markets. And I said, when can we expect to see a rate? He said, best possibility is January 28th. That would be tomorrow. Best possibility. It's going to be a late night release for us, probably. I'm not really sure. He said gold and silver were rising too fast. Been in that. So, from what he's saying, so okay, let's say all these currencies are going to go to gold and silver, asset-backed, real money, right? When they revalue. Now, if gold and silver are rising, if the metals are rising really fast, how do you lock in a rate? I don't know if that makes any sense, but there's something about that going on right now. And there could be something about that where, the powers that be that have the ability to manipulate these metal prices, and we know that happens, could have said, you know what? We don't care about the losses, run it. We can't let this happen. Could be another attempt. I don't know. But that's where we are right now. Coming in the news. Large earthquake Wednesday. I haven't really, I don't have any information on where that could be, but I didn't get anything like prepare, leave the, area. But it's newsworthy. It's newsworthy. Wednesday. And we're always looking for an earthquake. It'll happen happen on a Wednesday after an earthquake. Michael told us a long time ago. Now, as timelines change, I don't know if that's changed. But that would be really cool. Well, I'm not just saying an earthquake would be cool. Let's have it out in the middle of nowhere where it won't hurt anybody, but that'd be really cool if that happened. All right, we've got windstorms coming to the east in the United States, unexpected. just after we had this big storm go through. Okay. I really saw wind blowing. I think it's blowing. All right. From the Atlantic across, it looks like I'm at Georgia, South Carolina, something like that area. Possibly could be wrong. This is what I'm seeing. And it's blowing, it's coming off the ocean and going northwest. Okay, so that way. Okay. Next one, rush to buy silver. And then the last one, Prime Minister and shocking. Today, I woke up to Telegram post. About the United States rejecting the Nouri al-Maliki and considers him one of the most dangerous political arms in the Iranian project against inside Iraq. And we know that we've got the United States involved in assisting in the political change over there, or whatever they're doing over there. We know what they're really trying to do over there. Trying to get that to go. That came out today, so Jentel confirmed on that. All right. Where are we at? Got about 40 minutes. I don't really have thoughts or coffee were random today. I'm just going to share a couple things that I've gotten in the yearly forecast with you over the last few weeks. Okay. So, information that I got from the readings. Somebody asked me, okay, with the med beds, they said, okay, after you go in and you do the full restore, how often can you go back? And no one's ever asked me that. And I was like, I don't know. So I asked, and once a year. Supposedly, and I don't know if this is okay, we've donated to the MedBed project itself, and we become, I don't know if they're going to ask you to become yearly donation members, or, whatever. I don't know how this happens, but apparently, us as the first, clinical trial people that go through this, and they'll use that later, we get to go back once a year. And people are like, well, if you got a full restore, why would you go back? Because things happen. You could fall down, break your leg, and say, okay, I'm going to use my med bed. It's broken in 3 places. I'm going to go use my once a year med bed visit for this. Or if you, whatever, things happen. You're not perfect forever. You're restored. Or maybe you were exposed to toxic mold or something. You're like, yeah, that's unacceptable. I think I'm going to use my once a year ticket. So that is what I picked up in the readings. I also picked up that some people were going in twice at their medbed visit. And I'm like, why would you have to go in twice? So what happens here is they put you in. They correct your DNA to what it is originally supposed to be without mutations. And they hit you with the high vibrational energy, and the body repairs itself to the way it's supposed to be. So let's say you had a nose job in your life. Okay? So now you come out of there and you've got the old nose. And people are like, well, thank you, but now I have this old nose that I wanted to get rid of, so they'll put you back in, and they'll do something targeted like that. That can happen, on the same visit. So I was picking that up. Other people asked me if they would be able to have children. Some people never got to have children. They said, well, it's going to be a full restore. Would I like grow my uterus and ovaries back? Or would I, not be sterile anymore? Could I reverse the vasectomy? Could we have children? The answer came was yes. Because, if you have fake teeth, like the new teeth grow in and push it out. So basically the body repairs itself. And it has enough energy to do that. So it will regrow something. And somebody said, and they suggest that you do that because I also got that after the appointment, and all of this is just from the reading, so, take it with a grain of salt. But I also got that after the appointment, they suggest that you go home, and it's not like recovering from surgery where you are feeling bad and gradually get better. It's basically they suggest that you go home for a week or two, sleep a lot, eat well, rest, because your body, the cell regeneration, the hormones are circulating again. There's a lot of healing that takes place after that. And your body is going through energy very quickly. So you're going to want to replenish your energy. Just let it do its thing. Okay? Now, I was talking to somebody. I'm like, that's going to be like think about it. So let's say you're like 60, right? And you go through the med bed and you never got to have children. And you want to have children. Say you and your husband. And now you're both like physically 30. You're still 60. You still have the wisdom of a 60-year-old. Your DNA is absolutely corrected. They say give yourself about a year for your hormones and everything to get into the normal cycles and before you try something like this. But let's say you want to have children. Now, your DNA, his DNA is corrected. You're wise. You're wealthy. And so then you have a baby. And that baby is going to be like super healthy. Let's say that happens. We don't have any, genetic problems that are going to be passed on. The DNA is clean. It's probably like kind of like divine DNA, like it's clean. This body, super healthy child. It's going to be raised by like wise people, open-minded, loving, wealthy people. Most of the problems with raising a child comes from immature people. They're still going through their life lessons. They're still learning how to behave. They got all kinds of problems. And then you get the being, poor with babies, stress. They're not completely focused on raising this child, but these two people that went through this med bed would be. And they'd be very wise in doing it. So, think about this. And as time goes on, not just with the people that went through first that are involved in the RV, but later on, when the med beds come out into the street, it starts correcting people's DNA. Think about the generations we're going to have after that. We're going to have like super kids. And not only with things like I'm doing, as everybody else is doing, and raise the vibration of society, and also the awareness of society. Not only would we become emotionally and mentally more mature and wise, a lot of the stress is lifted from society that causes a lot of anger and hate and problems. Cures for things and help for things like addictions and stuff like that. We really could create like heaven on earth here, man. I'm serious. Think about it. Nobody's really talked about this. I'm thinking over here, I'm like, well, the only reason I wouldn't have a kid again is because I wouldn't want to rain on the girls' parade when it's their time to have children. But if they were okay, I'd totally start popping them out. I would. If they were okay with it, I'd be like, because me with the babies. I love the babies. But what an amazing individual that would be, especially with parents who are older. You ever known anybody that was raised by their grandparents and like good grandparents? They're like overachievers. I mean, they're like wise beyond their years. I've known a couple people like that. I'm excited about it. All right, you can do your Rumble rants. We'll do some question now. Ask me anything. You can ask me about the. I'll be taking questions from Rumble because I can read it on my phone. I'll try to click around here for some. Yeah, I'll try to do that. How shy am I that? Good. I'll try to click on some of the YouTube questions, put them on the screen. All right, go ahead and do your Rumble rants. Start your engines. How cool is that, though? I mean, like, I haven't really thought about that. We all thought about, okay, they're going to change the policies that, a lot of the financial burdens on people are going to be lifted, and we're going to go out and do these humanitarian projects, help everybody. But you're not really looking at the full picture of how society will evolve to what we would call a highly advanced civilization. That's where we're going. How exciting is that? Over time. Interesting. I might just do it too. I might just have, as long as the girls are okay with that. I don't want them to be like, oh, great. Well, now I've had it. You don't love, I have your first grandchild and now you got your own and you're not. No, I don't want them to feel bad. I don't want to steal their thunder. But maybe I'll let them have their first kid first and they'll be like, hey, you mind if I have a couple? I'll totally do it. All right. Let's hit it. I had this that's funny because I was just reminded of a scene in a meditation. While we're getting ready here. Long time ago. I walked up this hill. I was by, it looked like a river because the side of the dirt was carved away. So I assume that it was either a river or the lake was high at one point, but it looked kind of carved away. And then there was this land up there, and it was kind of sloped a little bit. I was walking uphill, and I looked down at my feet, and they still looked young. And I got up there, and we were having some kind of get-together that I look over. I knew that I was older, though. Like, it's a long time in the future. And there's a volleyball net. And there were kids. I looked across the net. I stood at one side of the net, looked across the net, and I saw a man look at me who I thought was my ex-husband. Apparently not. But, like, now that I look back on that, it doesn't look the same. They don't look the same. It doesn't fit. But at the time, I didn't, this is probably a year or so ago. I didn't want to accept anything like that. A couple years ago. But there were children of all different ages. I'm like, God, we must be having some kind of big party or something. But I felt like they were all relatives. I mean, they're all different shapes. They're just all ages playing volleyball. And I look over and there's a table next to and chairs where we were playing. And Randy's sitting there, my brother. And he looked good. And I'm like, oh, shit, Randy's here. So if that is true, yeah, I could have made it up. But if that is true, we got in the med beds and we all had a crap load of kids. Like, I don't know. Either that or we've got all the friends over, but it was just kind of got that sense that it was family. All right, let's do it. I don't know which side is first here. No. Don't. I took me to their profile. Okay. Be really careful here. There we go. CPL. Good morning, Jen. Thank you for all you do. Jesus and the angel team do for us all. You're welcome. I feel that I have an abundance of angel guidance around me. You probably do. You're about to shift into a new chapter in your life. There's the message. Is there something special message for me? I've seen it with quite a few people. That certain cycles are ending and you're starting a new cycle in your life. Sometimes those endings are hard and it can stretch on for a while, but there really becomes a time when everything just kind of seems to, like, the smoke clears and you're like, is this over? I mean, like, and that's what's happening for you. So you're about to, you'll probably start seeing a lot of 999s, a lot of 222s. And so a new cycle is beginning for you. Kate Turtle, hi, Carissa. Hi, Jen. Do you see me buying a new car this year? If so, when? In about a month. Yes. Teddy Cassie, hi, Jen. This is Kat. When do you see me going into a med bed? Cats. Well, I'm going to do how long after your appointment. Okay. That one's really quick. I think I'm going to say a week to 2 weeks after your appointment, you get right in. I don't know what area you're in or why that is, but you seem to get in there quickly. Flago 55, hi Jen, I have bonds. What level of B do you see me? I mean, once you're a B, does it matter? Triple. Whoa. Whoa. I heard triple. Hey Jen, Kellen here. Do you see everything going good in court tomorrow? Thanks. Not really. It's not what you want. It's either continued. I don't think this is over. Yeah. Lee Stark. The marina had a boathouse that our boat is in roof collapse. The marina had the boathouse that our boat is in roof collapse due to ice. Will our boat be okay? Got quite a bit of damage there. You're going to have that fixed. I mean, I don't know if they're going to, like, total it out. I think you can fix it. But you have to fix it. How far away do you see where I will turn in my funds, Dragon John? About 40 minutes. Weather Joe. Hi, Joe. Hi, beautiful. This is Joe. I'm going to need a new car fairly soon. If the RV hasn't happened, will I be approved for a car loan? Thank you. Yeah, you'd be approved. I don't think you're going to need it, but yeah, you'd be approved. Just watch that interest rate right now. They're approving everybody, but they're just, like, ridiculous. The interest rate. When I got the girls' cars, my God. Poor Faith. Like, I had to use my credit for Katie because Katie had, like, it was zero. No credit. I'm like, that's pretty bad. So I had to do that for her, but I just had to give Faith some money for it down. But Faith used her own credit. Her interest rate is through the roof. I mean, it was through the roof when we did that. All right, Deke49. Hi, Jen. This is Denise. My royalty check was the lowest I've seen in years. Do you see it increasing significantly soon? We depend on it. It pays our bills. Thank you for all you do for us. Well, if it's dependent on, like, sales, sales and everything are basically down. especially this time of year in January. And in 2025, really, you really have to get creative and keep working it to sell. If it has something to do with something else, I don't know. Royalty check. But they're going to continue to increase all the way to like June and kind of level out at a good amount. So yeah, I'm not worried about that. But I don't think you're going to need it, of course. But plan A, you're okay. I think you're going to see a better check next month. Nancy, hi Nancy. That's my girl. Jen, my son and his wife, Bill and Kathy. That's my parents' names. It's kind of gave me like PTSD. Are headed home Saturday from Florida area to Indiana. Will they make it okay? Let's see. Yeah, I just heard they make it okay. Don't worry. Don't worry, Mama. B pass. This is Bill R. My wife Connie's dad died at 92. He fell and hit his head. He got 6 to 7 stitches. He is getting a loop recorder. No, he didn't die. Wait a minute. No. Let me go back here. My wife Connie's dad is 92. Sorry about that. All right. So he's got stitches. He's getting a loop recorder. I don't know what that is. Will he qualify for a pacemaker? That's what I want to know. Yes. Shortly. That's terrible. Will he qualify for it? No, I'm sorry. You go ahead and die. I mean, like, that's terrible. Hi, Jen. Thank you for all you do. I lost my brother, Tom, and dad, Ike. Are they my angels? Do you have a message for them? So they're not technically like your guardian angels. Guardian angels are, you can be sent and are sent more angels as people pray for you or you ask for them, but your guardian angel and your guide are assigned at birth. So it's nobody that you knew during this life. People who pass can come and be around you. They can come and be around you. I realize that's still there. Like angels, like guides, submit on your behalf. They'll call in for protection for you. They'll call in for assistance for you. Yes, that does happen. And yes, I do believe they have been around and assisting you in your life and calling in for protection and all of that. But they're not like classified as your angels. Sandy Goodwill. Hi, Sandy here. I'm contemplating sending the newest Sky video on medbeds to my good friend Sherry. Will she does not? That is not going to turn out well. You don't start out with Sky. All right. You gotta ease into that. She's going to think no, that's not going to be received well. What you want to start with is like, well, there is technology that does this, okay, and just kind of, but Sky's not for the beginner. The beginner's going to think she's way out there, and no. Like I'm not really for the beginner. I mean, I can deal with beginners, but like sometimes the things I talk about are not for beginners. Okay. Right to opinion. Hi, Jen. Yearly forecast. You saw project approval in 27, but I decided not to submit my project. Well, then that changes. Just like the staircases in Harry Potter. We thought, oh, we're almost there, and then it moves. Why? Choices. Some kind of intelligence somewhere decides, well, no, we're moving this now. This is changing now. Is this approved project written yet? No. It's your free will. Now, if something is written into your timeline, Like let's say you had like a mission to pair up with somebody, accomplish something, to write a book or to go in a certain direction. You have different timelines. You've got a highest timeline where you achieve the most, you do the best. You've got like middle of the road, you got lower. It's completely up to you in this lifetime to choose which one you'd like to take. Now, if your original thought was, okay, I'm gonna submit for this project, I'm really not feeling it. Maybe I'll go off in a different direction. That might be leading you to your highest timeline. You just don't know. But when there's something written in your timeline, in your story that you wrote for this lifetime, you're going to keep coming back to it. You're just going to keep getting drawn back to it. You're not going to know why. You're going to like, this doesn't make any sense. And I don't know why I'm doing this, but here I am again. That's going to happen. Okay. Hi, Jen. This is Annette, M or B. Can you give me any idea of when my daughter Kristen will get her life cleaned up? Will she ever? Well, that's like 3 questions. Let's do 1. But for now, I'm going to say B. Best possibility for those things is in 28. Not quite there yet. Okay. Time is it? These are oil royalty checks. Yeah, that's probably going to be what. Yeah, that makes sense then. What I told you. Deke 49. If they're oil royalty checks. This is Christine. Will my marriage with my current husband, Robert, get better soon? That's from We Need the Truth. On this current timeline, which is the strongest one, the RV does happen, and that really does perk them up. There's a lot of water under the bridge there, though. I do think it improves, if that's what you're looking for. There's a lot of happiness instilled into the household because of what happens. It does improve some. I would suggest counseling. KW124, Kathy. You say a house will come back on the market when I'm ready to buy. Question is, have I seen the house before? It went off the market. Is it in Yakima? Can you tell me the name of the street? No, I can't tell you the name of the street. That's a little much to expect from me right now. You did see it before. Yeah, you did see it before. Jane Bracken, will I be an M with the currency I have? Multiple. Yeah. Okay, Debbie AH9843. Jen, do you see me saving my house? Will I be moving to a new state, and where? Am I an MRB? That's like 3 questions, guys. Okay, 1 question, please. There's a possibility to save the house as of now. But eventually you do move and let it go. But what I'm seeing is like a sale. Okay. All right, where are we at with time here? Got a reading in 19 minutes. I can do a couple more and that's it. Let's get over here. All right, so let's stop the rumble rants. So I can get to some others. Now, I was sick and didn't get to do um, the monthly subscriber reading show, you can become a monthly subscriber right now, or subscribe for a month, $5 a month. Supporter. I always say it wrong. Monthly supporter. You can do that right now while we're live. And the last 10 minutes of the show here. So what I'm going to do now, I don't have enough time to do everything I said I was going to do. All right, so let me go and pick a few monthly supporters here and get some readings done on that, and then I'll go over and click on some YouTubers. Jen, I think my question was the first. Can you check up top? Not unless it was a Rumble rant. That's why I say don't do the Rumble rants until we tell you, because it could disappear. If you'd like to retype it, you can type that question. MJO Robertson, monthly supporter. Hi, this is Mary. M or B? B. And you just became a monthly supporter. Thank you. Evelyn 888. Hi Jen, this is Evelyn. Do you see me getting the job that I interviewed for today? Yes, I keep hearing yes. Hi Jen, Joanne here. Love the time you settled things with Dad. Do you see us being able to upgrade the kids' cabins on the... No. No, I think they're booked. I don't think you can upgrade the cabins. Patriot Cat. Hi Jen, my husband passed away almost 2 years ago. I'm sorry. Does he have a message for me? His name is Paul. Paul. You're safe and there's no need to worry. That's the first thing he said. Zoomed right in. That's it. You're safe and there's no need to worry. Okay, let's go. Okay, hi Jen, Maria here. Do you see me needing surgery in my left ankle? If so, when? Now, of course, if we get into the med bed, no. Yeah. Yeah. I don't see any other way that that's going to heal right, or it could be fixed. They're going to have to set that. They're going to have to go in and repair that. Yeah. It looks like you pinned that, Gina. Thank you. It was a Rumble rant. Can you tell me, will I have a good birthday this year? My Ben's 207. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you look really happy. Good. All right. I think that's about it for those at Rumble. Let's try to get a couple. What time is it? Oh, yeah. I got to get going. All right. Let's try to get a couple YouTube questions. Jen, love what you do with your gift. Will I be an M or a B? B. Hi, Jen Jackie S here. Itching everywhere. You're having a reaction to some kind of medication or something that you took. So I think this is something that's takes a while to happen. Something building up in you. Have that. Talk to your doctor about it. Vivian P. M or MM or a B. MMM. Good day, Jen. Any meaningful relationships in the near future? If so, do I know them? There is somebody coming in the spring. No, you do not know them. Yet. Yeah, my girls want me to start going to the bars with them, the country bar. I'm like, let's go early and line dance because they teach you how to line dance. Because we did that, we used to do that when we were really young. So I'm gonna start doing that. That's gonna be fun. Probably meet a bunch of people there. Hey there, Jen. Hope you're well. Will my daughter ever heal from her childhood trauma? Heal like gone? No. Heal like I know how to manage this now. Like alchemize this. I've gotten to a place where yes, it's still in my memories, but it doesn't affect me anymore. Yes. Yes, she will. All right. God, after being sick, my voice is just like at the end of the day, I start losing it. Starting already this morning. Okay, guys, that's enough of the questions. I don't think we have new Rumble rants. Scrubgrass 69, the minimum was $10 today, not $1, but you just asked M or B? B. Okay, let's follow the rules. All right, so let's try silver for Saturdays. See what happens. If you want to pay that way, I'll take it. I'll basically make you any deal for that. I mean, I can do what I want, and I do. I do what I want. But we're just giving each other gifts. That's what's happening here. I can do that. As long as it's under, like, what is it now? The gift tax, what is it now? Like 15,000, 16,000 now? Just saw 333. That's a good number. That's your angel number for today. 333. See any more? All right. Where the hell is the cursor? It is gone. Oh, there it is. All right, guys, I'm going to get going. I got to start my readings for the day. I'm book solid all day long. I do have a few emails to get back to. Once again, go to jmfallaw.com. It's in the write-up of the show. If you'd like to take advantage of the whatever the hell that was, if you'd like to take advantage of that, whatever the hell that, the weight loss healing combo, let's do that. And then go to Fallawsophy.com if you want to get a yearly forecast for this year. The time is closing out to get one. Yes, you're going to have to wait a little bit because the schedule is filled up, but at least you'll get one in on the schedule for this year. Whatever you want to exchange silver for, just email me. We'll see what we can do. We'll make a deal. Okay? Because after all, it's just gifts between friends, right? Right. All right, you guys have a great day. Love you all. Bye.